Long ago, before words, before names, before the world learned to rush, there was a quiet power sleeping inside every human being. The ancient yogis called it kundalini. Not a myth, not imagination, but a living intelligence, resting patiently at the base of the spine. They said she sleeps like a coiled serpent, waiting, not to be forced, but to be remembered. This is not a story of power. This is a story of awakening. In the earliest days, sages sat in silence for years. They watched the breath. They listened to the body. They listened to the mind, until it became quiet. And in that silence, they felt something stir. A warmth, a subtle vibration, a presence that felt ancient and deeply personal. They realized everything they were searching for outside already lived within. That energy was kundalini, not something to conquer, not something to control, but something to befriend. Kundalini rests at the Mooladhara chakra, the root of our existence. This is where fear lives. Survival, safety, the instinct to hold on. That is why kundalini sleeps here, because before you rise, you must feel safe enough to let go. Most people live their entire lives without ever noticing her presence. She sleeps as we chase success, as we run from pain, as we forget to listen inward. But she never leaves. She waits. Awakening does not happen because of curiosity alone. It happens after loss, after deep questioning, after suffering cracks the old identity. At some point, a seeker asks quietly, "Is this all there is?" That question is the knock. And when the knock is sincere, kundalini begins to stir. Not violently, not suddenly, like a snake slowly uncoiling in sunlight. When kundalini rises, she travels through the spine, the sacred channel known as Sushumna Nadi. At each chakra, she reveals a truth. At the sacral, emotions awaken. At the solar plexus, power is tested. At the heart, love expands, or breaks open. At the throat, truth demands expression. At the third eye, illusions fall away. This journey is not always bliss. There may be tears without reason, heat in the body, visions, dreams more vivid than waking life. The yogis warned, Kundalini does not rise to entertain you. She rises to transform you. Those who try to force Kundalini meet confusion. Those who surrender to her meet wisdom. She responds not to ambition, but to humility. Not to effort alone, but to devotion. Breath becomes prayer. Stillness becomes teacher. Awareness becomes protection. And slowly, the seeker realizes, Kundalini is not moving upward. She is moving home. When Kundalini reaches the Sahasrara, the crown chakra, there is no explosion, no drama, only silence. The sense of I dissolves. Time loosens its grip. The seeker and the search become one. This is not enlightenment forever. This is a glimpse, a reminder, a truth that can never be forgotten. Kundalini is not rare. She is not reserved for saints. She lives in you, breathing with you, waiting for you to listen. When the time is right, she will rise, not as power, but as awareness, not to take you away from life, but to bring you fully into it. Silence is where she speaks.